This month we're going to focus on something a little bit more technical, yeah? We're going to start talking about the cadence or the RPM, how quickly, revolutions per minute, how quickly we're spinning our legs. Now, this one here, the reason why we actually focus on this is going to help us to ensure that we've got our gear, ourselves in the right gear, and ensures that we're actually not working too hard. We actually want to keep it nice and easy, yeah? So I'm going to get us to the optimum spinning range shortly, all right? So up here, we want to be trying to run at around about 80 RPM, all right? Which is this here speed right now. You'll notice that's the kind of pace that we're at, all right?
So Brad, why is the 80 RPM optimal?
Okay, big thing is that if we're going slower than that, it's probably because our gears are too high. And if our gears are too high, it means that we're working on strength rather than cardiovascular exercise. Now, the thing is that when we're over there, we want to be working in that cardio type space rather than that working the muscle type space. If we're working the muscle, then it means that it takes longer for it to repair, longer for it to fix itself. The body's awesome at fixing the cardiovascular side. So we can actually recover way, way, way faster when we're in that cardio space as opposed to strength space.
And I think important to note that, you know, we have talked about 20K legs and we are getting that optimal recovery time. But at the end of the day, you're riding 100 kilometres in a day. So it's integral to be riding at that optimal cadence.
Absolutely. So Claire, fair to say that often when you're out riding, there's hills and stuff, and there's places where it gets a bit more.
I'd say inclines.
Yeah,
Let's call them inclines.
Let's call them inclines. For this month's training, what I'd love for you to do is when you're out riding and you do get to an incline, all right, let's lighten the load because we want to try and keep it at that 80 RPM. Now, what I mean by lightening the load is that drop the gears back, bring them right back, make it nice and easy. And this will allow your legs to keep spinning at that 80 RPM, all right, as opposed to slowing them right down and heavily pushing up this hill because it's too hard. We don't want any of that.
No, we don't want that.
That creates hernias and all kinds of stuff, you know, like. So, focus of the month. This month, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on every ride that you go on, trying and holding that optimum RPM. All right, so what that means is work through your gears. If you're going too slow, lighten the load. That means make the gears even lighter. If you're spinning too fast, that is where you actually need to make it a bit heavier. What we'd like to do, the focus of the month this month, we're actually going to try and up it to 3 rides per week. So we've been doing 2 rides a week. We're going to try and up it to 3 rides per week now. Still trying to stick to that hour per ride, yeah? So if we try to stick 1 hour per ride, 3 times per week, focusing just on that cadence, that optimum RPM, right, then you are going to absolutely have a great time over in Thailand because you're ready for it. Let's go.